Hello everyone, and welcome back to RuneScape. Today we're going to be checking out the Sins of the Father mini-quest, which leads to the Effigy Incubator distraction and diversion, which honestly I almost forgot to do, so kind of glad I remembered that at this point. Anyway, we gotta talk to Mr. Moto here and see what he has to say. I guess we talk about Anachronia. Maybe talk about Karapak? My good friend, did you not say that you had defeated the terrible Mr. Karapak? Yes, Karapak should no longer be a danger to any of us. Why? Well, ooh. Well, it's just that some of the archaeologists around here claim to have seen him recently. But that's not possible. Are they sure it was him? Tall, scaly, deep, threatening sense of self-worth. It does seem to fit the bill. Perhaps I should investigate. Alright, Sins of the Father. Required items, none. What a secret. Glad that they didn't show me that. Wow, we didn't know that either. Alright, accept. Interestingly, this is also the name of a quest in old school RuneScape. I'm not really sure why they reused the name. Excellent. I'm sure it's nothing, but it's better to be safe than sorry. You should speak to Eliza and Alpheus about what they saw. Alright, so that would be the two guys over here next to the lodestone, who we have talked to before, but it was quite a while ago. Hi there, Mr. Mordeau tells me that you've spotted Karapak around? Oh yes, never clearly, never directly, but we've seen him over the past few weeks, appearing in the night, stalking around the place with a deeply nefarious air to him. It's terrifying, I've never seen anything like it, other than the last time Karapak was here, of course. Oh, don't remind me, I didn't sleep for days after that, those horrible lizards trampling all over everything. Dear me, that was quite terrifying, I wish I hadn't reminded myself now. If I can. Arg! Arg! Oh, sorry, you made us jump. You shouldn't interrupt people reliving traumatic moments like that. You had already evacuated when the dinosaurs attacked. You were completely safe. Safe? Safe? Those beasts trampled all over the camp. They disturbed countless tiny archaeological projects. One of them ate my thesis. Sure they did. Sorry to interrupt, but back to Karapak. Where did you see him? To the north, by that sinister dragon statue. By the entrance to his lab, you mean? The most obvious place he would go? That's the place. Right, fine. Could have said that at the start and saved us a lot of time, but no, fine, I'll go and investigate. Gotta pad the length of this mini-quest somehow, right? Alright, so anyway, yeah, we just gotta run on up here and see what that is all about. I think this is a really tiny mini-quest. Like, almost unnecessarily tiny. It's basically a tutorial. But I guess it being a mini-quest kind of sets it up to require the previous quests in a more logical fashion. I don't see anything down here that looks out of place. I should check to see if there's anything else around here out of place. I don't know, maybe over here? I don't see anything to click. I mean, there is this big statue guy. That's strange. I swear that statue looks different. Alright, well, let's investigate. It looks like there are scratch marks on the side of the arch. I wonder if it's a door. Well, that's annoying. I thought I'd found something exciting. Oh. Okay, maybe I have found something. I don't know why I was doubting myself for a second. Alright, here we are, back in the old underground area. I think we could see this during the quest, but we never used it, and it was kind of weird. I thought it was going to be part of the dig site, but apparently not. Anyway, we have this guy here, who is obviously not Karapak. Vicindithus. Or something. Karapak? No. Though we do share a family resemblance, my name is Vicindithus. I am Karapak's son. I'm sorry about your father. It must pain you to know that he's an unwilling servant of Joss again. Unwilling servant, what a poetic way to put it. Much kinder than the real word for it. Yes, well, hardly your fault if I'm honest. My father's single-minded obsession was always going to lead to something like this. At least he lives, which means there is always the possibility of his freedom. And that he failed to destroy all life on the planet is a rather pleasant side effect. I like this world. What are you doing here? Straight to the point. My understanding is that you humans relish your small talk. I had practiced several casual phrases about the weather and how it is both always too hot and never hot enough. And I live in Texas. Everyone knows it's always too hot in here, even when it's cold. But I find small talk frustratingly pointless, so let us get to it. I am here to finish what my father should have finished years ago. I am here to save a dying people. My father once made an offer to the Ilyanka to heal them and allow their race to flourish again. I believe he made remarkable headway, but then, like so often happens, he was distracted by the curse, and he abandoned his project to focus on destroying the stone. So where he failed, I will succeed, and this machine will allow me to do that. What is it? I gotta say, I'm really happy that they're continuing this particular plotline. It was a bit disappointing when it didn't go anywhere before. This is the Effigy Incubator, a machine that my father once believed would revolutionize information storage for the Dragonkin. It is the place where effigies are born. Don't you mean made? No, effigies are more than just collections of data. They are capable of growth, of becoming more. They are inorganic, but in many ways they are alive. My father had one in his lab that had been slowly learning his secrets for centuries. That accumulation of knowledge created a spark in the effigy that seemed to allow it a limited form of consciousness. According to my father, the dissection was fascinating, but ultimately didn't reveal anything useful. But I digress. This machine was father's attempt at creating new effigies. I believe I can use them to soak up fragments of my father's knowledge so that I can continue his work from where he left off. Except it says left of. Man, this mini-quest has been out for like almost 2 months and they still got typos. Brilliant a scientist as my father is, he has never been one to leave his secrets lying around. So we're going to use these to find his secrets lying around. Unfortunately, I can't quite seem to get this machine working. It looks like it's at least a two-person job, and none of the other Dactyl are on speaking terms with me at the moment. Can I help with the machine? Oh, now wouldn't that be poetic? Me working with the person who enslaved my own father. You're serious? It would definitely make quite the statement, and I could use the assistance. Very well, World Guardian, let's make this work. I imagine we can both benefit from this machine after all. Let's play the tutorial, I guess. I have the feeling saying no thanks would just not do the tutorial right now, but not let you do anything. I guess we'll talk to him again. Before we can do anything else, we're going to need to grab the materials. First, we need to house the materials. For this, we use an effigy casing. This pile of scrap metal should have what we need. You'll need to be a proficient smith to determine the useful bits, though. This gathering of knickknacks is all that remains of some of my father's failed experiments. The residual imprint of his inventive genius should prove useful, if you've got the invention knowledge to uncover the best bits. Not all knowledge is contained in stone and metal, much the pity. Here are the remains of Karapak's experiments on dragons. This dragon flesh should be something we can use if you have the crafting skills to stitch it into something usable. Finally, from the material to the immaterial, there's plenty of anima leakage in this lab as a result, perhaps, of Fool's intervention. These anima nuggets can be contained if you have the rune crafting skills to distill them. Alright. So I want to do Invention. Which one was Invention? Effigy casings? I'm just gonna look it up. Let's see. Enriched knickknacks from the knickknacks hotspot. Which one is that? I don't think any of these. Oh, okay, wait, we need this. Ah, there's the knickknacks. I'm so blind. It was right there next to me. Alright, how many casings do we need? I guess we just want to make one. Yeah, one is enough. He said that while I was checking. Alright, so now we'll do Invention. Because out of all the skills, it's the only one I'm actually not maxed in. Although I'm getting pretty close. and I've been making some progress recently working on combat and archaeology stuff. Look at that, an Effigy Remnant. Not exactly stable, but much more efficient to gather from. Effigy Remnants are more densely packed with the materials we need, so if you see one, make sure you harvest them while you can. I hope that they only spawn... Oh, it just disappears, huh? I hope they only spawn for the one you're actually collecting. It'd be annoying if the wrong ones kept spawning. Alright, how many do we need? I think it's like 20. Yeah, 20. Alright, now what's he gonna say? Good, I think that should be enough. Now that you've got the materials, you can create an effigy core at the workbench. This is the framework around which we can construct an effigy. A powerful item which should give us useful benefits. Go and build one now, and then we can see about empowering it. Then bring it to me. You have enough. Yeah, okay. Now I know there's a time limit on this thing, but I don't know. I don't really care that much. Is that all we need to do? Just build it? Excellent. See how it feels? That strange crackle as it tries to siphon knowledge out of the air? Now we need to give it something to feast on, to allow its potential to manifest. That's where this comes in. This incubator will flood that effigy with cosmic energy, allowing it to transform into a more or less complete effigy, and the excess energy from that process I can use to capture fragments of my father's knowledge in my own effigy. We both benefit. Before we can do that, though, we'll need to power up the machine. This won't be simple. You and I will need to work together to get this up and running. There are a number of valves which modify the energy flow within the incubator. I'll need to monitor the incubator, and I will shout out what valves you need to pull. Turn the yellow valve. Alright, got some valves over here, huh? Where is the old yellow valve? That's a red valve. Green valve. Okay, there's a lot of valves. Where is yellow? Why is that like the one valve that I cannot find? Is it up higher? Ah, there it is. Okay, so there's at least 4 valves. Luckily, they do have their coloration in a giant glowy bit. Okay, turn the orange valve. Luckily, it doesn't appear to be timed. I thought it might be. But there's no rush here. Alright. This is some atmospheric music they got in the background here. Okay, the machine is now correctly calibrated. That was easy. Is that something we're gonna have to do every time? Now we what, pull the lever? Oh. It is done. Excellent. When incubating the effigies, if the machine is active and in its enhanced state, the effigies will duplicate due to the excessive power. Incubating 1 uncharged effigy will generate 2 effigies. If you run out of time but still have the materials required to make an effigy, you can still incubate them. Due to reduced power, you only receive 1 effigy per uncharged effigy incubated. Now quickly, add your uncharged effigy into the incubator. You can add more than 1 if you need to, but 1 should be sufficient for now. Alright, I guess we interact with the hatch. I will keep an eye on the effigies whilst they incubate for you. Okay. Now what? In return for my teachings, I will keep that effigy. Here is an example of what you will receive when collecting your own. Alright, here we go. Now what? What do I do? He didn't tell me what to do next. You did it. An effigy successfully incubated. Okay, that was it, I guess. So now what? Do we do the actual thing? Set up the incubator, maybe? As you create your effigy, so do I empower my own. I shall call it the Cold Effigy in honor of my father. Wait, no, the effigy needs more charge, more knowledge. It was only able to siphon a sample of the fragments of his knowledge. I need more, much more, if I'm going to be able to save the Ilyanka. Can't we just do it again? Yes and no. The machine uses a lot of energy. Energy that takes time to recharge. There is some residual energy from before, so we might be able to set another round going, but I need more knowledge than that. I believe it would take roughly a month for the machine to power up again, and I will need several runs before I can gather enough knowledge to discover Father's secrets. You will be able to continue to collect from the cracked effigies around the room, but if the incubator isn't active, The materials collected don't seem to carry the same energy. These non-enriched materials aren't much use, but I will take them off your hands and reward you in return. I intend on doing further research on these. Well then, World Guardian, what do you say? Continue helping me to help the Ilyanka? Alright, I guess that is that. You made it kind of sound like we can't actually do the thing right now, but I feel like we can. Okay, there we go. So we can do the whole 5-minute thing, which, as much as I'd love to have a separate episode titled Effigy Incubator, it's a 5-minute thing. I can't really base an entire episode on that. So I guess we'll do it as part of this episode. Alright, the incubator has been calibrated. If you want to start collecting enriched materials from the nodes, pull the lever. Remember, you will only get 5 minutes a month to collect the enriched materials. The incubator can only generate so much power. Alright. So, how do I start it then? Pull the lever? You want to start the encounter? I don't really understand exactly what the strategy here is. It says you get 2. Is it during the 5 minutes you get the... Alright, so I'm going to read up the strategy real quick. They say, an efficient use is you collect 8 effigy casings, collect all the materials for the casings, construct them all, and then deposit them right before time runs out. Okay, so you can deposit them, and as long as they're in there before time runs out, then you're good. Alright, so we know what to do now. Read the brood. So we'll try to make 8. I don't know if I'll succeed since this is, my first time doing this. Also, apparently everything is randomized. I wish I had known that beforehand. Oh well. Let's just try to get through this as best we can. Now luckily you can keep going afterwards, I guess. You just don't get double the effect. But it's still something. I don't know how much I really care about doing this every month outside of the lore stuff, because there is a continuing lore thing that takes some amount of months to complete. I don't know how long it takes. There's an achievement called Following in the Footsteps. Apparently it's 12 months. It's quite a long time. I wonder if 12 months from now we'll get a continuation of this storyline. Alright, this takes a while. I wonder if you can collect these before you start. Wait, those went inactive. What the heck? I didn't expect that. Okay, well they went inactive while I was trying to look at what to do here. Alright, well now we're finally gathering. Okay. Obviously we want that. We get a good amount of experience from this. Gotta say, I didn't expect that. I also didn't expect to just throw them all on the floor. Alright. I mean, it gathers pretty fast, that's for sure. 3 minutes remaining. I don't feel like we're going to successfully get all 8. Probably should have gone for 7, but we'll see. We will see. Alright, let's collect everything that is on the ground. I don't know why there's enriched scrap metal here. What skill's that for? That's smithing. Okay, we need to go over here. I guess this explains why they suggested movement things for this, which I still haven't set up on my mouse yet. I'm just gonna... Oh well, destroying it would take time. I'm not gonna bother. I thought I'd be able to just drop it. Well, we need 160 of these in order to do all 8. I'm not confident that we're going to have time. I mean, I gotta say, this music is nice and all, but I mean, this is kind of a laid-back thing for this music. I feel like I should be doing a lot more than what I am doing. Alright, well, we get a lot of stuff here. Yeah, this is definitely a good amount of experience, though. It's definitely helping me out getting my 120 Invention. Why did it give me a scrap metal before? Is it because this thing went away or something? I don't know. Alright. I hate that I can't actually see how much time's left, but is that 1 minute left? Because that's not good. If that's the case. Alright, well. It's kind of hard to see what all's on the ground here. Alright, well we got 1 minute left. We got enough for 7 almost. I don't know how long it'll take to set them up. That's the problem. I don't want to mess up and miss out on the doubling effect. Okay, I see. The scrap metal just kind of flies off. Interesting. I'm nervous about this timing. We can collect these. Oh, I see. You can collect them without stopping. That makes a lot more sense. Alright, well at least this is right here. Okay, come on. I wish I had known you could collect them without stopping. Alright, make 8 of them, please. That takes 24 seconds. We don't have enough time. Crap. Oh well. It's good to know it takes 24 seconds. That would have been useful to know earlier. I'm going to put the ones I can in. There we go. I will keep an eye on the effigies. Yeah, you will. Oh well, let's make more, I guess. Okay, yeah, we stopped. Let's go ahead and make more, though. Yeah, that's pretty disappointing that we didn't get it all. But to be fair, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I should have only done 7 as a result. Oh well. Let's get the ones that I made in there. There, we get 8 from that. We can go ahead and toss those in there. I don't know what the limit is on how many you can make. Apparently you can do 9 if you're super efficient. Alright, well there, we got 12 unstable effigies, which works for divination, hunter, runecrafting, and farming. Interesting. I don't know what the deal is with all these different effigies. I guess there's one that's cooking, fishing, mining, woodcutting, then there's divination, farming, hunter, runecrafting, divination, farming, hunter, runecrafting again. And oh wait, those are just different types. Oh, some give stars, some give lamps. I guess that's what it is. I mean, I'm just doing Invention just because I want the Invention experience, but as far as this goes, I guess farming is the one I'd be using it for. Anyway, yeah, that is the Effigy Incubator. I kind of failed at it somewhat, but, you know, that is a thing. What are the limits here? How many can you make in a month? I'm sure there's a limit. Oh, there's a reward shop. I see. We can get some pets. Oh, these are the ones that you buy and give stuff. Yeah. Whatever. I got 0 incubator points. I guess you have to hand in materials to him. Yes, I will hand in my 2 materials. There we go. I got 2 whole points. I am, you know, well on my way to getting one of these, right? Okay, what else is there? So each effigy gets 60k experience absorbed, and then it gives you a star or a lamp. And there's a chance of it being upgraded to a dragonkin lamp or a dragonkin star. I don't know what the chance is. I still don't actually see what the limit is on how many you can make in a month. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's 20. That would be a good number, I guess. I'll find out. Maybe you can just keep making them forever and it's just half the speed. I really don't know. But anyway, that is about it for today. Next up, we will be checking out the Halloween event on Halloween. So I will see you then. Bye!